Watson Elementary School serves a diverse population of about 300 students, many of whom are economically disadvantaged. Effective family and community engagement practices fall under Turnaround Practice 4, School Climate and Culture, which is research-based guidance that has been shown to effectively turn around underperforming schools in Massachusetts. Watson Elementary is a turnaround school that collaborates with families and local community partners to make the school a better place.
My first impressions were that it was a school without a purpose. There was no sense of community and very little pride. So I felt that bringing the community in would help a long way. If parents are involved in education and the community bought in and helped us, we would be much more successful.
You know, what fits perfectly between us both is our missions. Our goal, as are the schools, is to make sure our children are on track to graduate from school with a plan for the future. Whether it's targeting a kid that might be here at Watson that needs remedial help after school, they can come to the Boys and Girls Club. They can get tutoring.
If you're new to a school and you want to improve family engagement, you have to learn about your community. You have to go out and meet the people, get to know what encompasses your community, what kind of a community is it, what services are available in the community, and if they don't reach out to you, you need to make that first step.
I think that we needed to connect the staff into the community and the community they were teaching. I put together a trolley trip and I showed them the neighborhoods, not just the monuments, but the historical parts, and showed them that the reality outside the school. And I think was very well taken by the staff. And I think the staff had learned a little bit about the community and the neighborhood, what they're teaching in.
6 years ago, when we realized that there was very little parent engagement here, we met as a staff over the summer and throughout the first year. We didn't get any improvement in family engagement the first year because we really had to figure out how to do that. And we created a family engagement committee of staff members and some parents, and we said, okay, what's missing? How are we going to get parents to come into the building? Why don't they come into the building? And we tried to problem solve that with staff and parents.
I think one of the big ideas and changes that happened was around the idea of tradition at school, that many successful schools have traditional events that happen year after year. Establishing those traditions has allowed parents to feel comfortable having meaningful conversations with us.
One of our favorite programs that we run here at Watson is a family fun night. They're called family fun nights because basically that's what gets people through the door, family fun, and in the evening at a time that's palatable for families.
At Family Fun Night, we have games and activities for all of us to collaborate and work together and do things.
When we first came to Watson, there was not a lot of communication with parents. We basically relied on sending home papers in backpacks, which we found not to be effective. A staff member found an app called Class Dojo. That is used now by every single staff member. It's a one-on-one way to communicate with a single parent, their classroom, and I do the school stories, so I share upcoming events. Parents can write and ask questions. It basically looks like a text, and every staff member does it, and I want to say we have over 200 families that use it, so it's been the most effective way to communicate with everyone.
My teacher connects with my parents by calling in Class Dojo, and they talk about my behaviors and what I need more in school and like what I need to do.
Once a child kind of turns it around, we're contacting the parent for the positive stuff too, and we let them call home and tell their parent that, you know, they're doing a great job.
I would tell a teacher who's just starting this turnaround process that building relationships with children is what's most helpful in the classroom, and building relationships with their parents is what's going to really solidify that progress that students can make in their classes.
They know every parent's name, what child belongs to what parent, they know why you're here, they know the grandparents, they know the siblings. They know everybody. They taught us parents how to communicate better together as parents. Not only, and then they taught us how to apply that at home with our children.
My staff is very dedicated, and many of them are here with me at 7 a.m., although school starts at 8:25, and they're meeting parents at that time. If parents work and they need to be in work for 8, staff will come in and meet them then. The same thing after school, staff will stay, meet up with parents. They will have workshops for parents. They're called make and takes. So if they find they're doing something new and the parents won't know how, especially a new math strategy, they'll ask the parents if they want to come in, and the teachers will work with them.
Having the families in the classroom really signifies for the students how important their education is, because their parents are involved, their teachers are involved, and they see that connection between the parents and their teachers.
So many of the teachers plan projects where the parents can become part of the process, or they invite parents into the classroom to celebrate the work that's been done.
My mom is actually coming today for an enrichment that we're doing, and we get to hang out with our parents and we get to show them what we're doing.
I have open classroom time where families on a weekly basis can come and see just what's going on in their child's classroom.
So our vision is to increase parent and community engagement in the lives and the education of the children that we serve. For us, it's a triangle: student, teacher, parent. Content in the middle, supports surrounding that, community supports. So when we think about that work that we do with young people, it's a team effort focused on meeting the kids where they are, closing gaps, and opening doors of opportunity.